What's up, internet? I'm George Edward, a photography YouTuber here on YouTube, and I have a pretty quick one for us today. So up until August 31st, Subjectively Objective, which is an Instagram account, photo curator, blog, event holder, gallery holder, book creator, all of these things for photography, is holding public submissions for a photo book and a gallery that they'll be holding in Detroit. Through this submission contest right now, there's a $25 fee that can then be used as a credit to buy the book once it comes out. It's a really simple process. You go to their site, you pay the fee, you can select one of your photos to upload, and 25 images will be selected and featured within the book. I'm obviously going to do this. There's a short window left. We have to August 31st. But what I wanted to do is walk you through kind of what they have listed on their site. So if you follow them on Instagram, you'll see their posts letting you know about their call for entries. And again, the date, the time, the type of work they're looking for. They also have a Substack. They have artist features regularly, and it's amazing work. And it's a great way to just stay in the know on all things photography, especially if your photography kind of fits this vibe. Last but not least, when you go to their site, be at their home screen and then scroll down a little bit, you'll see the photo book and exhibition call for entries. And this would be the item that you were purchasing, and then you could upload your entry with it. So I haven't done this yet, but what I wanted to do was turn this video into a bit of like an exercise where we talk about what I would consider and the type of work I would consider to upload for this. When you look through this, it kind of gives you some background here. So everyone who submits will receive a $25 credit towards the book. Accepted artists will appear in the book, online exhibition, and physical exhibition as Subjectively Objective's Detroit area gallery space. And our primary focus is on contemporary landscape and documentary photography. So it gives you an opportunity to get your work seen, which is awesome. And it also, if your work fits this vibe, contemporary landscape and documentary photography, then you have a bit of an opportunity here to just get your work out there. I've never had my work in an exhibit, so that would be an amazing opportunity. So this call follows up my previous book. So here's a few here, but just so we can click through these. Again, these are helpful things to do in my opinion, so you get a feel for their style. Like what type of images do they like? What are the images that have normally been accepted? And the books all look lovely, and this would just be a really cool thing to be a part of. So as I walk you through my process, what I'm trying to figure out is like, what should I be looking to submit in this body of work? That's why I wanted to make this video. I wanted anyone who maybe is unaware of this, but follows me, to see this video and hopefully give themselves an opportunity to upload some work, because these are good challenges. These are the types of things that'll kind of push you forward as a photographer. So then we can just take that, we could take what we learned and take our findings and use it to analyze our own work and figure out what we have that might fit the same vibe and aesthetic that Subjectively Objective would be looking for. So I've kind of already done a preliminary scrub, knowing that they're looking for landscape-ish work, which is great. It fits the way that I take photos. There's a few that came to mind, but I have this image here, which I've printed and I've printed in a book. This is from Italy on a sunrise. I think this color palette would be really good. I think it could just fit what they'd be looking for. It's pretty, it's sunrise, it's silent, but it just has a good feeling to it. Subject-wise though, I do think it is lacking a little bit. So that's why I was looking at an image like this. I personally love this image. I think the colors work in a very bright way, but it's a very limited palette. It's blue, it's yellow, orange, and white. It's kind of the only real colors that you have living and existing in this image. I don't know if it fits the landscape bill though, but I do think this one, every time I scrolled past it, was like, I don't know, I think this one could be a good contender. When I first saw the photo contest, this was the very first photo that came to mind. This was my gut photo. It was like, this was the one I was gonna use. I think it's well composed. I think the lighting is beautiful, and I think it fits their photography style. So this one was just one of the ones I was like, I think this one might be it. But, you know, I'm still on the fence. I love this photo, but I don't think it's it. I think this photo's, I think it's great, but I just have a feeling that this one might not be the types of photos that they're looking for. And I feel like compared to some of the other photos that we just showed, it falls a little flat, but still wanted to throw it up here because I love how it's composed and I love how split down the middle it is. It's just like, it's a really cool photo to me. This one I absolutely love, but I don't know if it fits the bill of what they're asking for. When we think about contemporary landscape and documentary photography, I don't know if this is a contemporary landscape. In some ways, it's just a photo of some houses, but I think the color palette here is beautiful, but I can't tell if this one gets me there, but I do love this photo, so I kind of included it as I did my comparison. And this one's more recently. This one's kind of the same thing. The fact that it's not a landscape, because I feel like I'd want to push more for a contemporary landscape. This one, I feel like, I don't know. I just think it like feels like a little bit of a slice of life. So that's why I think this one could be a contender. But those are the 6 I've been sorting through so far. I think the first 3 are my strongest. I think this one, or this one could all be really good. And I still have a really good feeling about this image. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for you so far. So we have until the 31st. I'm gonna take some time. I wanna make sure that I tweak my edits properly on the image that I do select. And I also need to select an image. So if in the comments you guys have a perspective on the one that you think is the best, or the one that just gives you the most positive gut reaction of the ones we've just shown, leave a comment. Tell me which one you're thinking. And if you guys are looking through your own images and you need some feedback, feel free to comment or a message on Instagram and show me the photo that you're thinking about, and we can talk about that too. Again, these things are really cool. I love when people go out of their way to do things like this, to allow a lot of just like normal civilians to submit their work. Sometimes the barrier to entry really feels hard. But here's a really cool opportunity to get your work featured in a book and in an exhibit amongst amazing, amazing talent. Like the post says, it's a call for entries, it's a call for action. If you have some work floating around that you think fits the bill of contemporary landscapes and documentary photography, go ahead and do the submission. If you have 25 bucks lying around, again, it's an awesome opportunity. And if you have feedback on the work that I'm looking at, I mean, I'm all ears. As always, if you made it this far, I appreciate it more than you know. If you liked it, like it, subscribe if you wanna, and I'll see you in the next one. And you have until the 31st, so if you have a photo in mind, make sure you submit it. All right, peace.